So, if you want to treat bloat in cattle, it's basically a simple process. Now, one of the reasons why sometimes you come to your farm and you find your goat, your pig, or your cattle dead, like the previous day, it was looking very healthy. Then you go to your farm the next morning, what you see that one of your animal is dead, and the stomach was swollen. Now, this is what is called bloat. Not many people know about this, except if you are experienced or if you learnt about this livestock or animal husbandry very well. That's when you understand what I'm talking about, or when you have the experience to curtail this bloat in your farm. Now, this is one of the cattle. As you all know, this is where the local Muturu cows are grazing in this enclosed space. Now, the other white Fulani and the Bokolo cattle are the other side, because I separated my local cows and the cattle from the north. I separated them, so they're in different location. So I came to the farm right now. This is around this is after to 6 p.m. So I just came to the farm, and I discovered that one of my cattle, I was about to deworm them. If you check, you see this is where the cattle are grazed. I don't know if you can see them. There's one there. So I just came to the farm right now, and I noticed that one of my cattle had one side of its stomach swollen. Now, the first symptom of bloat is that the cattle, one side of the stomach will be swollen. One part of the stomach will be swollen. Like when you look at a cattle straight, one side is bigger than the other side, which is very abnormal. So once you see this thing, just know that it's a sign of bloat. Now, I just came here and I discovered that one part of the stomach, one side of the belly is swollen, and it was having hard time breathing. So that is a typical sign or symptom of bloat. Now, I'll show you guys the cattle. As you can see, this is the cattle. If you check on the body, you see red things. Now, the rest of you are seeing is red oil, like cooking red oil, the one you use in cooking. Now, if you want to treat bloat, this is the cattle. Now, if you want to treat bloat, the simplest way is you take a syringe, the needle of the syringe, the long part where is used in injecting people that are sick. That part, not the syringe, the needle. That place that is swollen on the stomach. I can't show you people a practical example because I've already done all the processes. I thought my camera was recording while I was doing all the stuff, but I later discovered that it wasn't, shooting the video I wanted it to shoot. So I have to do it now. So I'm doing this video after I've finished doing everything I was meant to do on the cattle. So you use a needle, puncture that part that is swollen. What you discover that you start hearing air coming out of that needle. That's that the gases that have been converged in that area has started coming out. That is a typical sign that the pain in the cattle or the swollen part of the belly is coming down, is reducing in size. Now, after doing so, you forcing red oil into the mouth of the cattle so that it can flush out those built-in gases that have accumulated in that part of the stomach, that have accumulated in the stomach of the cattle. Now, one of the major causes of bloat is when the cattle eats something that is not meant to be eaten, something that is not healthy for the body. Those are the causes. That is like the major sign of a cattle. So that is why, as a cattle farmer, you always need to check your cattle before they go and graze, or right after they come back from grazing. You check them. In fact, very, very advisable. Always check them before they go out to graze, because they can go out there and fall in the bushes where they went to graze. So it's always advisable that you check them, or you have people that can check them before they go out to graze. That's why you need to have workers who know what they are doing. Now, as you can see, that part that is red on the body is the oil we used. Even my hand is oil. That's that this is just what we finished doing right now. So once you puncture the area that is swollen, you allow it for like 3 to 5 minutes so that the gas can come out. Then you force red oil into the mouth. At least use 1 liter or half liter or any amount of oil, as far as that is, it can enter the belly very well, so that it can flush out those gases. So that is basically how you handle bloat in your farm. And if you don't notice this bloat on time, within 12 to 24 hours or more, you can come to your farm and see your cattle dead. So that is how you prevent this thing. As you can see, before we did this procedure, the cattle wasn't eating. It wasn't eating. Now, as you can see, it has been eating since I've been making this video for like 5 to 7 minutes now. It has been eating profusely. It has been eating consistently. That's to say that it has not been eating very well since those things built up in the stomach. And now, if you can see, that part that is red is now normal. The swollen part has reduced, has gone down. This is like 20 minutes after we finished handling that part of the body that swole up. Everything has reduced, and the cattle is now back to normal. So that is basically how you handle this kind of thing. So that's basically it on today's video. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to the channel.